think my biggest reflection is just that I'm so thankful for this program, and it's made me realize, at first I thought it was just a fun boot camp, but once I'm actually here, I realized that LifeSci has given us such an incredible opportunity and an amazing network, and that made I realized that by all the wonderful speakers, and Anita, you just especially how passionate you are in your career and how you kind of like switch career paths. So that's made me realize that even if I'm in this intense like biomedical engineering coursework right now, you can always pivot to maybe business or VC, and just learning about the different biotech and startups in New York City has been really awesome. So yeah, just the wonderful network.
Thank you, Delphina. Want to pass it to somebody else?
Let's see. I'll pass it to Luke over there.
Hi, my name is
Speak up.
Hi, my name's Luke, and for my reflection this week, I think that I'm just really thankful to learn so much about the industry and like what I can do within the industry, and then sort of have that network with all these like wonderful people who are going on to do great things. I think that's fantastic. Pass it to Aaron.
So I only came to today's events, but I was thinking about how kind of with the talk we had this morning and in this past activity, I know in science like you always coordinate your experiments and you want to like be as efficient as possible, and just seeing how you can do the same thing with interpersonal relations and how you want to take a coordinated approach, like understanding who you are as a person, what makes you tick, and then who the people you are working with are, can help you to maximize those relationships and be as efficient as possible in that work setting.
I can just go. I learned that to communicate effectively, you need to be authentic and upfront about what you're trying to say and like what you want to get out of the conversation.
Sure.
So from this experience, I've really grasped onto all the motivation and confidence from all the speakers and the peers here, of course, at LifeSci, and I feel like that motivation and confidence will help me put my best foot forward when I go into my internship, and I'm more excited to start this summer.
Sure, I'll continue. I think what the boot camp has really done was help me understand that I am in the right place. We spoke a lot over the 3 days about imposter syndrome, and I feel like I experienced that so much throughout my academic and professional career. But being here and hearing just the experience of so many of not only these people, but the speakers and even you guys really showed me that there's really no correct way to go about it. There's no correct answer, and just come in with confidence and do what I'm doing, because it's clearly in somewhere right.
Thank you. Want to pass it?
I get that. You go there. I don't know what you think.
I found this boot camp extremely useful before I came in. I thought that I just got an internship, I'll just do my job, nothing else, but what I learned is that it's much more than that. I learned additional skills from the interns, from you guys, from the speakers, and I thought, yeah, this is really useful, and I will use these skills in my internship.
Okay.
When I first came here, I was a little bit nervous because I know a lot of people are coming from a science background, and I'm not really coming from that background. So I learned that it's actually okay to be uncomfortable, because I think when we're uncomfortable, that's when growth happens the most. And especially with the presentations and everything, I learned that sometimes it's okay to not know what you're doing, but if you go in with confidence, then that's all that matters, and eventually you will figure it out. So yeah.
So I feel like I've learned a lot from this boot camp, just because from listening to the speakers and meeting everyone here, I've realized how broad the life sciences of career choices and things you can do. There's a lot of things, and I've always been someone who's not sure about what I want to do in the future, and I feel like this has opened my eyes a lot. And my main takeaway for my goals would be how to be a better communicator and present yourself in a professional setting.
I guess what struck me most about listening to all of the speakers this week was that no one really had a super linear path and knew what they were going to do, especially the ones who have been in this field for the longest. So I think my takeaway was just that, this is an amazing opportunity. It's a field rich with opportunities, so you take one and then you can kind of find your next step along the way.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way as a lot of other people. I guess the main thing that I've been kind of struggling with is what do I really want to do with my life, I guess. And so just listening to all the speakers, and like you said, no one just came as a straight shot from say undergrad to where their career is. And yeah, I guess I learned that it's okay to not exactly have everything planned out already, and it's helped me set out a goal of figure out what I like, figure out what I don't like, figure out where I can be of most use, and where I can give back the most. And I guess that's maybe what I took. It's okay to not know what you want to do, and
Sure. I'd say a lot happened over the course of the past 3 days. We had a number of presenters, we had panel discussions, we had some time to interact. I think the big takeaway is probably perspective, that there are so many perspectives with which we can look at life sciences in general and in New York City in particular.
So last table.
Thank you so much for considerable efforts in this amazing program.
If people can't hear, come closer.
This is my first opportunity to meet people like you, experts, scientists, leader. That's make me so grateful. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Really, I learned a lot of things. How to be confident on myself, how to that's the importance of the network, how network can help us to and meet with other people that we share the same interests, and we now we become a small or big community. We share a lot of ideas, we know others, and that's very helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I guess I'll go next. I have to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of the spring 2022 cohort. I think the boot camp was very beneficial to show a different array of different discussions, from panels to also meeting other individuals who are like-minded and want to go into the life science industries. That I found it was very helpful to understand things about how to make a great presentation, as well as learning how to network and learning and sort of reassuring yourself that you are part of, you are a good candidate for the life science program. Yeah, I think a lot of people think science or STEM majors are very cold-hearted, coarse people, or introverted, but I think this program will help me see we're all kind of in it together. We're all suffering through the coursework and the workload together, and I think it's really cool to find I guess people that work in science. We all just want to talk about what we're working on and get excited about science. So this has been a great opportunity, and I loved working in my company. So.
Yeah, that was a wonderful talk about your experience. I have a similar experience actually. I also really appreciate this boot camp. I'm so glad to have met you guys during these 3 days. I could still see familiar faces, and I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. One thing I learned about this from this boot camp is that it's okay to switch career paths, and this is really beneficial because during this boot camp we learned that there are so many different facets to life science research, and even in areas that are outside of research, there are so many ways you can still be involved in life sciences. And what I learned from this boot camp can be summed up by something that we talked about yesterday in one of our panels. I think we said how first we want to think about what to do next, not to think about what to do 10 years from now. And I think that was really motivating for me, because after hearing all these different careers that I could be involved in, suddenly I want to do them all, and I'm already already creating this whole list of things I want to achieve. But first, we want to like take a step back and just think about what we want to do next instead of like down the road.
Kind of just echoing on the thoughts of everyone who went before me, I'm definitely grateful to be here, and I've learned a lot over the past couple of days, especially in terms of improving my communication skills, especially since I'm like very introverted. It was really great listening to the different presentations and just learning about how really diverse the LifeSci field is, and that knowing that I have so many different options if I ever want to change my mind in the future.
Well, thank you all so very much.